back to another episode of the CP Podcast. My name is CP. This is the CP Podcast, where CP talks about shit. CP wants to talk about the CP Podcast, where, CP Podcast. And to my right is Maya, the very strongly open-minded and creative
Thank you.
Maya. And then just dressed in all black, like he styles the shadow. Like, see, your shadow, probably what your shadow is. Your shadow not popping. You understand? Your shadow need to put this black t-shirt, black do-rag on. You understand me? He can't wait for it to turn nighttime, so he can sneak up and take your shit. People are like, what was that? They could draw. You ever see those composite sketches? They all be a mirror. Like running around, robbing people,
look like a guy.
going crazy.
Always look like a guy.
Freshman year was nuts. Yeah, that's a mirror. Running through the dorm, sucking titties. Anybody know what's going on? I don't know what happened. You're like, laughing like a leprechaun. Anyway, CP Podcast. Oh man, my dog is on my cover of my phone.
Oh my God.
I know. Is he? I mean, he's perfect.
It's
It's corn. A big hunk of nuts. It has the juice. I can't imagine that more beautiful thing. But no, yeah, that's my boy. Anyway. How's it going, guys?
Good. A lot of interesting stuff happening.
Yeah, man. What about you, Amir?
Chilling.
Just
chilling.
Wow. In a world so fucked up, you find a time to just be chilling, my brother.
You gotta find time. Gotta make time.
That's how them old woke dudes used to be back in the day. You couldn't say nothing to them. How you doing, brother? Good. Good. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock, my brother, and you good? You'd be like, oh shit, nah, I'm bad. Oh, bad. Bad. With the white man. Anyway. Feel good. Yeah.
That's
Feel good.
That's good. That's where it starts.
Did.
I knew it was a song.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Nah, man. You know what I want to talk about today, real talk. You know what I think about? Remember like 10 years ago when everybody was watching Illuminati videos and you thought the world was going to end in 2012?
Oh my God, yes.
Oh my God.
Those people were hilarious.
Do y'all remember what y'all were doing?
Those people were hilarious.
Oh no. Were you? Oh no.
I was in that motherfucker like, it's over, Grandma! Don't you see?
I remember what I was doing on, what was it, December 21st, 2012?
Yeah.
I remember what I was doing.
I was under the bed like, it's happening today.
I was listening to music, just
Sight, nah.
sun went down and I was like, maybe?
Yeah.
And I woke up the next day and I was like, I knew it.
What?
But did you wake up the next
Okay.
day? Did you wake up the next day? Or did you wake up in another whole dimensional universe where things started beginning to change? Certain stuff started happening.
I'm pretty sure we woke up and then it was at the
2012 felt
same
normal
time.
to me.
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, why did you think the world was going to end? I just got to know why. What convinced you?
Because I was watching all them Illuminati videos and it was very clear that Jay-Z and Kanye and Rihanna were going to run this town tonight.
Play this song backwards.
And when you play the song backwards and you start to see that the devil is Rain Man and he's raining on their heads and giving them the music that makes them let us know. And then, Jay-Z said he's going to run his town. I feel like they was coming to your town and they was going to try to run it. And you had to make a decision. Was you down with the ride? I was down with the ride. Shit, fuck it.
I wonder who the first person that thought, like, bro, I'm finna reverse this joint. Oh, I heard a message in the song reverse. And I'm thinking, like, if anybody's making a song and it's played in the normal way, who's thinking about what it's gonna sound like reverse?
But what?
People got a lot of time on their hands.
God.
But what about this Illuminati shit is real though? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like everything is tying in, like all the conspiracies, at least they used to, all tie back into like the aliens and the demons and all of that, the messaging and the devil, and it all tied back into like somehow rap and the
I mean, that was
elite.
just music in general. Yeah, like I never liked that it was specifically targeted at like black people though.
Yeah.
It always seemed like it was y'all sold.
Well, what about Madonna? Didn't she get stuff for all that, the eye stuff, the
I wasn't
symbolism?
alive,
Yeah, her
probably.
and Lady Gaga.
So I wasn't alive back. Well, for Madonna thing, I don't think.
I mean, but they still talked about her though after you were alive because she's still
It was
alive.
really. It was
so.
a lot of Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye, and all of them, for real.
All right, so where is the conspiracy board? Let me pull this up. Why do they make these papers? Oh, here we go. So Great Awakening map. Let's pull this up. So this is the map of.
Oh, we had to zoom in on that.
Okay.
Oh shoot! It's a map.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
These have all the conspiracies on them, and how they interact with each other.
Oh shit! I mean,
Now,
we
isn't
shoulda-
it?
we
Not
should have
real.
been pulled this out. You said it's not good.
It's not real.
This shit real
It's
as fuck.
just jokes. I mean, it's just fun. People have fun. I don't think it's real.
I think that at least 20% of that shit up there, which is crazy.
Says no
okay.
sound. The YouTube says no sound.
No, it's back.
Okay, cool.
I had it muted.
All right, so okay, wait. Let's see something. Zoom in. Let's pick some stuff because I know some of this stuff actually exists. Secret space program. Yeah, we proved that was a thing.
You could probably pencil it.
Saturn. Saturn has a huge like the Council of Saturn. This is like a big thing about Saturn. I did hear that.
Council of Saturn.
Yeah, like basically like Saturn is like it's a lot of Saturn symbolism around.
Yeah, because that used to be one of the major gods.
The sun.
Saturn, the Saturn cults. Saturnalia, they used to celebrate that. So that goes back to the Roman times. And
I see DMT up there.
Oh, DMT is supposed to be a portal to the other side.
Psychedelic renaissance.
But here's what I heard recently.
Somebody said you ain't even be doing DMT right. They said it
They're
in the comments.
wrong.
They said in the comments, it was like, unfortunately, Maya's not doing DMT right. The way that you do DMT directly, you should be dead.
You got someone was like, you got to go to some shaman and stuff like that,
Yeah,
which is
they
every.
said they
to
family
each his
go to
own.
shaman. They grandma do it all the time. She die all the time. Come back all the time with ancient recipes that nobody even seen.
To each his own. I think we should all. It's a free country, free freedom of religion. But now that's an interesting conspiracy that I was put onto recently. That the whole psychedelic experiment was from the CIA to make people reject Christ and accept this kind of new age religion. And they're using psychedelics to get into our heads and make us closer to Satan somehow. I forget that leap where we get closer to Satan. But there's something to that. Not really. I mean, these are just jokes in my mind.
No, they aren't jokes, Maya. So you think that them worshiping that big owl, what's up with that? And
I don't know
Grove,
anything about.
You don't know about that?
No, I know about that, but I don't see how that it relates to DMT.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they get out there on DMT and they see when they get out there, the owl come alive and they be like, "Give me your blow pops," and they lick their chocolate blow pops and crunch three licks. All I'm saying is like, I want to do a deep dive on one of these ancient artificial intelligence. What? Ancient artificial intelligence?
We should get a big poster of this and just put it on the wall.
Yes.
Because we could go through and just check off ones we've done.
I need to get a jacket made and have this be the lining of the inside of it.
Mars slave colony. That's an interesting one. Well, where's the Illuminati on this? Everything is an illusion. That goes back into religious stuff.
Man, that goes back into what if this is a simulation?
Simulation. We were talking about
if
the
this
Gnosticism.
is a simulation, that would mean that we keep living again and again and again, which is dope. That's dope.
It's reincarnation. That's a heretical idea.
Yeah, I guess.
Which is fine. No problem with heretical ideas.
What else? Come on, scroll up. No, I'm saying like down. My bad. Like down.
Earth, Antarctica, Nazi breakaway group. That's always funny.
Yeah, and they're going to the moon.
We watched this terrible
Did
movie.
you see that?
Meditation.
Did you see that moon video I sent you? It was pretty blurry, but it
Oh,
showed the
yeah.
hole opening up on the moon and somebody flying into a hole on the moon. And they said that there's a big secret moon base, which makes perfect sense. Of course, it's a moon base, and they got a Starbucks in that bitch.
Let me see, because I found.
And robots work the Starbucks because you think they gonna take somebody to the moon to live, get off work from Starbucks and do what? Yeah, right.
Living on the moon.
No, I saw that, and I'm trying to find the video. I can't find it right now to play. Where you see Deep State Cabal Illuminati?
Illuminati.
Is this different than the regular Illuminati? So the Illuminati is at the base of everything.
I don't think so, because it
Secret
says
society?
like Freemasons and all the other stuff is up there.
So
Right next to it says Knights Templar and then
Knights
Freemason.
Templar, yeah.
What's Project Paperclip?
Oh, CIA. Wait, it says under CIA it says Clowns in America.
What is Project Paperclip?
Project Paper.
Global surveillance.
The
grid.
Nazis. We took the Nazis to help us develop NASA after the Second World War. So the Nazi scientists who should have probably been charged at Nuremberg, we took them, and they helped us develop the space program. And the Soviets took some of theirs, some as well. So, but here's another interesting thing that I heard in my conspiracy travels, and I'm not saying it's true or not. I'm just saying that some people say that the Nazis didn't lose the war. The Germans lost the war. The Nazis went on to be the basis of a lot of the Western world. So they just sort of sold the people out, but the Nazis and their ideas
Makes
lived
sense.
on. I'm not saying I
Whoa,
believe that.
Wait. So the Western world meaning like what we got going on over here?
Well, they did help us build NASA.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
NASA
So it's
don't
like
even
more
do
so like
shit. That's
We
ain't
use a
discovered
lot-
shit in so long.
We use a lot of their technologies. We use a lot of their technologies.
Who, NASA?
Yeah, we use a lot of the stuff that they've discovered.
Like what?
A lot of the computer systems that we have now started from NASA. NASA tech.
Where they getting this shit from?
Places they just discover them.
You get it in Ralph's.
Yeah. Okay. So let's. Memory foam, freeze-dried food, firefighting equipment, emergency space blankets, dustbusters, cochlear implants, the stuff for your ears, image sensors, satellite navigation systems, all this stuff.
Damn, memory foam. I know everybody got some dog ass memory foam seats inside that spacecraft. So when you sit in there, because it's just that G force, it's about to push you into that. That's how I be.
I'm not saying I believe that. I said that I heard that line, and I will look into it more. That's all I'm saying.
Zoom in some more. I need to see. Can you just zoom in with your finger? Like,
you do go Command Plus, I think.
Command Plus. Oh, I need to get up here and go do Command Plus.
There
Here we go.
all right, let's see. I know. I don't think Earth is flat. 5D Earth,
Where are you seeing the 5D Earth?
right above where it says Earth, up and to the right of Earth.
Unified.
Oh, the new Earth, 5D,
5D Earth.
Oh, is that like we're going to be transcending into the next dimension?
I don't know. Pull that
With-
up. That sounds crazy. I just got an Oculus not too long ago. Shit, you go 5D. Shit, I'm gonna get two of them bitches.
Yeah, I think this is new age stuff that we have made fun of with DC a lot. 5D Ascension. Spiritual awakening. Let me try to find something that we can actually. So it's like a frequency thing, and that we can better ourselves through spirit, and then instead of existing in the third dimension or fourth dimension, because time is a dimension, that we can we can activate our psychic abilities and exist in another dimension. Consciousness.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's like Avatar.
Maybe. I could see that. Maybe Avatar set this whole thing off. It was very popular around the time.
Isn't the second one coming up
Oh, I have no idea.
this year?
So this is what
The
happened.
old one is back in theaters, right? That fucked me up. I thought it was a new one.
So this is apparently we have the Great Solar Flash. Get out of here. Gaia is raising her vibration.
Who's,
Now, I don't reject all of this stuff. I think a lot of this has a lot of spiritual, it can offer us a lot of spiritual help. So I'm not rejecting it all outright. I'm just saying this is what it is.
But it says life on Earth is ascending. The increased gamma rays from the sun, along with new frequencies from the Earth, are affecting all life on the planet. The mineral kingdoms, animal kingdoms, plant kingdoms, and human kingdoms are all deeply affected by a shift in vibration and strong photonic light. We are all experiencing changes in our nervous system, hormonal systems, and it is expanding into our conscious awareness.
Yeah, I don't know how you would even test that. They've been saying a lot of this stuff since at least the 60s with the hippie movements and kind of
like well, I think, isn't it proven that the sun is getting bigger though? It always does until it explodes.
Is the sun getting bigger?
If the sun explodes, I'm gonna be pissed.
It's way out there though. But we know stars explode. Eventually they supernova. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah. And so
our
we
sun
wouldn't
is
have
technically a
noticed.
star. Yeah,
Yeah.
we won't. It's not something that would be like something that we know. But over time, I'm sure that the sun has gotten bigger. How big, we don't know. But
Yeah.
that would be a thing of like, okay, the gamma rays have increased. Well, if it gets bigger, our light source is bigger, then the rays will be more intense, right?
I suppose that could be the case, but the sun's lifetime being billions of years and our lifetime being like 20 minutes. I don't know if we would have
Yeah, in
noticed
comparison.
it. Would have noticed it at all, even within the human.
Yeah.
But you know
So I
what?
guess a minor increase could be,
If they can test it, I'm willing to look. If they have anything to support these claims. Now, I believe that humanity is awakening to who we really are. I think most people just put their head back in the sand and go back to sleep.
Mm.
They don't want to.
See, do you think that's the problem? Because I feel like the truth is being told.
Yeah. People go out there tell the truth. They don't want to hear it. People want to be flattered. They want to be, they're narcissists. They want to be spoken to. They want to be told you're just fine the way you are. You don't have to learn anything. You don't have to do it. And that's what they want. And they eat it up. So, yeah, I totally believe this. Some humans are awakening, but...
Yeah, I remember in that episode when I told Maye that people who work for McDonald's, it's kind of like sticking their head in the sand.
Do you really think they're going to go and get an engineering degree?
I think that if they didn't have a choice, they would. Or I think that they might invent something that might be good. You don't got to be an engineer. Did you know that the first person to be an engineer couldn't have possibly gone to college because he was the first engineer? Yeah, shit. I'm going to be like him.
He might have been an apprentice.
I don't know if he was printing stuff or what, but he definitely was not an engineer until he decided he was an engineer.
Okay, next time you're at McDonald's, you yell at the lady that you wish she was a robot.
You think I would yell at somebody who's making $12 or $15 an hour? I'm not yelling at nobody.
You tell her nicely that she should be a robot. I wish you were a robot. That's what you should say.
I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna bring the robots in, and her name is Mary, and I'm gonna be like, Mary, we have this robot here that's gonna do your shift on Saturday, so you don't have to come in on Saturday. And Mary, dumbass, gonna be like, oh, that's dope. I can go down to the thing. And then next week, like, hey, you know what? We're gonna have this robot do your shift on Friday and Saturday. And she's like, cool. I get more off 3-week weekend. Oh, you got shit to do. Next thing you know, Mary, we're just gonna give you a check. She's like, I don't give a fuck. You know how I know? Because when people got them goddamn relief funds from COVID, a lot of people was making more off that than they was off their job, and we started to realize that there were no real passions out here. People just like what they liked, and they was getting a couple dollars. Because when they start getting more couple dollars, like, I ain't about to go back to that bullshit working at Dairy Queen when I'm making all this money being at the crib.
Yeah, we just got to keep printing money for him. Nothing can go wrong.
Yeah, you're right. If you print enough money, everybody can be cool.
All right, so 5D is that we are awakening to the next. Are we a star seed or a light worker? These people kind of get crazy though.
So is the Illuminati over? Is it a consensus that that's just fake?
Oh, I found something that you're gonna like. Okay. Let's pull this up here. Why was Benjamin Franklin's basement filled with skeletons? I don't know.
I know.
Why?
Because he's on some Jeffrey Dahmer shit, eating motherfuckers.
I don't think he was eating them.
Shit, better hunt it.
So they did renovations in his house in 98, and they turned up skeletons of at least 15 people. Now, you're going to say this is ancient Illuminati stuff. This is da-da-da.
It's all of that. Human sacrifice. 6 were children.
Yes.
Maya.
But pay
attention to how when it's one of our founding fathers, how immediately you be like, well, now listen, there was children and there were 6 of them.
What other founding father have I ever defended except for Ben Franklin? Because I kind of like Ben Franklin.
See, but even though they found 6.
They say Ben Franklin was around, when was he alive again?
Around 1776.
1700s,
Yeah.
and he had 12 skeletons. They found 12 skeletons.
15.
15 bodies.
So
In
15
his
Six
bodies.
of
London
them.
home. In his London home.
6 of them was kids. 9 adults. 6 kids. What you think about that?
London back then, man, he probably had slaves.
This was because they didn't allow like cadavers for the medical students to work on cadavers. So they had to go get bodies, and
So
he was
he-
roommates with somebody who was a medical student. That's what they say.
How do you know that?
That's what
First
they
of
say.
all, your face on the 100. Why you got a roommate, fam? Grow up. Your face is on the damn Hun. I'm sick of Ben Franklin, man. He didn't do shit anyway.
He did electricity.
He fucking put a key on a kite and said, this will shock the shit out of you, and it can make a light bulb light up.
I love Ben. He came from nothing. So anyway, what they're saying is, this is what they're saying.
So when I'll be like, fuck Ben Franklin.
I can see why you might say that. Because of the bodies, yeah. But they say the most plausible explanation is not mass murder, but an anatomy school run by Benjamin Franklin's young friend and protege, William Hewson. So it was just anatomy lessons.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. In other news, Ben Franklin was eating niggas' ankles. He just go outside and get that key. Go outside and get that key. Put it on that kite. I'll be out there in a minute. Eat one of these kids. That's what the fuck he was doing.
Look, I don't know.
Ben Frank.
They say this stuff goes back. It goes back to the founding fathers. It goes back to whatever. But
Who are the founding fathers again?
there's some good ones. There's some bad
Hello,
ones.
James Brown. Uncle Phil. Carl Winslow. Patrick Duffy. Shit, probably Moesha Daddy. You know what I'm saying? If I just gotta throw something out there, I mean,
The people who signed the Declaration of Independence, there's a lot of them.
Is George Washington on that one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
George Washington's the
So
original.
there's something with the founding fathers that they were saying, like they had something to do with.
They always say this, that the bloodlines and this, and that. And they're all, most of them are slave owners.
you think
Most
so?
of them are-
George Washington had slave teeth.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
shit's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah. I think it's really hard to even understand these people. We try to understand them through modern lens. I think it's really hard to think of these people as anything but like Jonathan
Yeah.
Haidt says
I'm just trying to-
morally retarded.
Yeah, I need to beat the shit out of one of these founding fathers. He's if I go back in time, if I had a time machine and had enough gas in it, I'll stop by here and slap shit out of 4 or 5 of them before I do.
What if you're a reincarnation of one of them?
Slap shit out myself. What you want me to do? The fuck? Fucking him up. Pop! In other news, gone.
Yeah, John Hancock, because he wrote his name all big, and that's why they call it John Hancock.
Yeah, nigga, fuck you.
Ben Franklin right there.
Yep. Founding father, Ben Franklin. I told you. He was there.
He was cool, though, because he came from nothing. He, like, worked his way up.
He came from white nothing.
White nothing back in the day was nothing.
He came from a white nothing where it was like all we had was a ranch, a couple acres, a cow, a mule, a horse, and a pig,
And
we
slaves.
Yeah, and some slaves, and we did our best.
He owned Ben Franklin ended up owning slaves. I don't know if his family owned slave when he was younger because they were like working class.
They had 1 or 2 niggas. They wasn't going crazy. They had a couple niggas, just for like yard work and shit.
Just to keep them company when they're bored.
Nah,
you gotta talk to them.
Look at him looking like an old ass Hulk Hogan. This profile picture of Ben Franklin look kind of crazy. He don't really look as sweet as he be looking on the dollar. He kind of got like a skinny, weird kind of head, one of them turkey necks.
Their hair was just terrible, bro.
Hair was terrible.
Get a
Hair was
wig.
terrible, like an old ass
That
Targaryen.
too, yeah.
Just get
No
a
wig.
wig at some point. Like this
No,
guy.
he ain't
figured
trying
out
to be
about
like
a
one of them
wig.
other niggas. All them niggas got wigs.
Look at their shoes, bro.
Look at Ben back there. Look at Ben. Ben always got like, he did like the critic. Remember the critic?
Yeah.
I hated it.
He felt like he was the wise one, probably.
Yeah, a little fat little Jim Lovitz looking little nigga. Fuck Ben Franklin.
Man, these shoes
He
are
did
killing
discover
me.
electricity. That
He
was a
ain't
big
discovered
deal.
shit.
That was a big deal.
He felt electricity first. The electricity could not have shocked him. It could not have hit that kite if it didn't want to. God gave that nigga a zap. He out here like, I got a zap. I know what a zap is. Let me tell y'all about zaps. Shut up. Ben Franklin. Not you guys. You guys can continue to talk. But Ben Franklin did shut the motherfucker up.
Well, he had bodies in the basement.
Yeah, he had bodies in the basement. Wouldn't have been me. Wouldn't have been me. I'd have beat the shit out of Ben Franklin before you put me in the basement. Trying to take my teeth. Nigga, I ain't stupid. You trying to give them to your friends. This big, strong gap. I can
So-
crunch peanuts and shit. Nigga, you don't think they be one of these teeth, please?
Bodies could be smuggled from graveyards and delivered to the wharf at the end of one street. So his house must have smelled then. If they have a whole anatomy lab in the
Duh.
basement.
Hey, George Washington, like, man, we was over Ben house the other night. That fat, stinking motherfucker. I can't stand Ben ass, man. That motherfucker, man. Ugh. Nigga house stinking like a motherfucker over there. And all he do is zap shit. That's all you go over here. You zap one, y'all want to get zapped? I got some kites in the garage. Y'all feel like getting zapped? I better go on. Damn, nigga, all you want to do.
That's how they got hot.
Yeah.
Get a little buzz. Get a little...
Y'all trying to get a little zap? Shit, y'all bored? Y'all trying to get zapped real quick?
little jolt.
Man, we was down at Ben house getting zapped up. Man, we looked up. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. We was getting zapped out there. Man, yeah, dog. Anyway,
I'm not going into house smells like bodies. That's the one thing we've learned.
They probably smell bad anyway.
Benjamin
But he gotta
Franklin,
be
he look like an old
I mean, it was
sad
next
ass
level,
bird.
but it was probably like when you sat in it, like I just imagine they weren't really cleaning themselves that well back then anyway.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, he just be the bodies in there. It's just another scent. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, the bodies smell
yeah, they-
bad.
I mean, I know they smell bad, but they was already smelling bad.
The bodies,
And
though.
it's like over time, it probably.
Ben Franklin kind of looked like an angry bird in the face. If you go back to the pictures of him.
I closed that
Oh,
down.
yeah, I
Close
bet
it
you
down.
did close it down. Because somebody going to sling him on a slingshot.
He
and-
do look like an angry bird. with
He's
some
like an angry
glasses.
bird. That's what he look like, little angry motherfucker. What else? Argentina,
All right.
the BRICS alliance. I read about that earlier about Brazil and Russia, India, China, and I think it's like South Africa, all coming together to make the BRICS money.
Where do you see that?
Right above, right where Amir's finger is, right below it, right there.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh, yeah.
So that's the BRICS alliance. That's basically them trying to take the dollar down, and they're feeling like they might need to. They might have the, they might be able to do it. They're trying to real bad, trying to undermine the dollar.
They're
But
not
they're all
gonna do
coming
it.
together, right? But they pull in so many resources between Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. that they're trying to do some shit.
They're gonna
I see
try,
harp.
but right now they're not doing it
Shit is
by a
very, very,
long
very, very,
shot.
very, very crazy or
Yeah,
whatever.
cryptocurrency on there. I see harp on there. Chemtrails.
Harp is crazy. Harp
Area
another
51.
one. Harp is another one. Harp is another one. They're basically creating the weather by dropping these like tiny like aluminum like dusting through like not crop dusting, but what do you call it? Smoke lines in the sky?
Oh, chemtrails?
Chemtrails, right. And so then they there's like a big machine in space that they use to turn on, and they can literally manipulate the weather through these like ions that are in the air. And I'm giving a crazy description of it, but I mean harp is some real shit. And they could like use like hurricanes to like weaponize against people. And not only hurricanes, but like tsunamis and shit like that.
So, high frequency active auroral research program. HARP. So this is a real thing. It's just,
And you
are they
know-
using it for what the people say they're using it for? So it's real. It's just, is it making the hurricanes out here? I don't know if it's shown that we've had any more hurricanes than we have before there was this thing. Weaponizing weather. I don't think it's impossible. I just want to.
It's real.
You said it's real.
It's real. They
You know.
Where they're using it, though.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. Is like we'd have to see if we're using more. I know China started messing around with the weather for the Olympics.
Mhm.
Dubai did too. They had to make it rain.
Yeah, they was like they threw a couple dollars out the top of the that real tall building. They threw like 8,000 down, and they was like, we gotta do something different. So they got the harp and made real rain, but they had the 8,000 for them hoes. Shit. For them hoes, shit. Them hoes got going crazy over there. Them hoes.
Ooh, the Vatican.
I see MK Ultra, dolphins and whales.
The Vatican is fascinating.
Reptilians. Ooh, that's another one that ties into the Illuminati too.
Reptiles.
No, well, just reptilians in general. What do you think about that?
Um,
People who are shapeshifting and morphers. Y'all seen those videos where their eyes be going crazy? Pull up some of those.
okay, we gotta be careful.
Oh yeah, I know, right? They think we're gonna kill a rap nigga, get a dub.
See, here's what I learned. What I thought of that was really interesting about this reptilian thing is that if you think of it as a metaphor, not literally, but as a metaphor, like the reptile part of our brains is the most primitive. So we're thinking of humans
Can you
acting
explain that real
primitive.
quick? Because the reptilian brain is actually quote unquote like that's like your basic package. That's like the ability to hunt, eat, or just to kill and eat and like breathe and shit. Like your reptilian brain gives you all your base functions. And
Yeah.
they say that it's the oldest brain too, the brain that we developed along like years ago through evolution that we've actually grown past, but still.
Yeah, and so that's our most primitive thing, and how that fight or flight, the fear part is that. And so when humans start to act not human, we don't act with compassion, we don't act with love, we act self-interested and out of fear, then that's the reptilian brain taking over. So I thought that was a good metaphor for the reptilian thing.
What is that? That's the fox from Guardians of the Galaxy. He's trying to
It's
break
just-
his mans in them out. Look how he sneaking. That nigga sneaking. Boom, 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 boom.
This is a mystery creature caught on
It's
camera.
a damn tall ass raccoon.
A person with a strange hat who likes to walk at night.
No,
Maybe.
it's an unidentified armadillo. Look at this motherfucker. Look at Conor McGregor. How you doing? Yeah, look, that's exactly what it is. It's a fox. Yeah, I was outside foxing. This bitch done got me outside. Go get my wallet. Look, that's what it is, Groot.
It's probably a person in a strange hat.
One of the Groot homeboys. See, that's him.
It is a strange posture.
Yeah, he is curled up, ain't he? He's sitting back. Conor McGregor is like, I don't know what's going on, mate, but I tell you what, I'll fucking fight it. I'll fight that thing. I swear to God, I'll fucking fight that thing. Oh, Sonic on his way there. Sonic. Remember I told y'all about Sonic about to fuck somebody up.
We could probably just take a picture of this for the
Slam that shit. Free tacos. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a real creature.
That's a real werewolf though.
That's a picture of a werewolf.
Look at that. Oh, that's real for sure. Look at this motherfucker right here. That's the
Oh,
devil.
this is just
Oh yeah, yup. Dang, it's Donald Trump.
Littlefoot.
It's not Littlefoot. It's that's Tails. That's why Sonic on his way there. Like Tails got into some shit.
Oh, someone says this could be a coyote jumping the fence that got rotated a little bit. That makes sense, and they caught the picture right there.
Oh yeah. So like the body like a little bit to the left. Like it's dancing.
Like it's in a weird position. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I don't like how them knees look. Look at them knees. Those are knees. See? And they just gonna explain it to you like that. That's crazy. Yeah, this what it is. Just say y'all don't know. Be like, we scared too. We are scared too. We don't know what it is. I'd be have so much respect for the government if they was like, we fucked up. Shit, we don't know what that shit is. I'd be like, word, let's figure it out together.
I mean, you can get some tracks. Can you see if it has poop or something like that? My sister used to study animal poop for the DNA. So we find droppings and then take the DNA out and say which animals are in this area. She's a biologist, so she could track the animals in the area.
So she's a biologist.
Mm-hmm.
What's your excuse? Why was you out there with her examining the shit?
I was not out there.
You said we used to collect samples.
My sister.
You was like, Sissy, I got some more shit. Perfect, Maya, perfect. Bring it over here. Bring it over here to the shit meter. Bring it over here to the shitometer. Bring it to the shitometer. Let's look at it under the microscope of shit. What do you see? I see animals.
But I bet you didn't know that. If you poop in the wrong place, they get your DNA.
Really?
Yeah, you can take the DNA from the poop.
And make another person?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can't make me with no shit.
I mean, it's DNA.
It ain't no DNA. That's waste.
Why was the hair the thing that we always was worried about leaving behind to be duplicated?
A mosquito.
Like,
The hair?
The hair? Wasn't it the hair? Like,
People
don't leave
always
your hair
worried
behind.
about
It's
that.
like they could clone me or some shit.
That little bit of skin that's still attached to the hair. Is that the bit?
Bulb?
I
The
don't think so.
what'd you call it? The root of your hair?
Yeah. The root? I call it the bulb. That's what I call it.
I'll never walk back there. You know?
That looks so crazy on the camera.
I don't ever walk over there, man. Sometimes you gotta go over there. Shit. Anyway, bring up another one.
Okay,
Another
so
conspiracy. This is like the conspiracy wheel.
psychic healing auras, remote viewing.
Somebody said, why am I dressed like Shantae Wayans? God damn, that's mean as fuck. Oh, man, duh. So funny.
She's just good.
Still funny.
From the back, you guys might be like, yo, is it CP? Is it Shantae? The Earth Alliance. Is this supposed to be what Eisenhower signed?
Let me see real quick before I get pissed. What is it?
The Earth Alliance arrest the cabal. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, the Earth Alliance. Now, that's some real shit. That's so that, look, if it shit go down, we all got to scrap together. If the aliens come and they on some bullshit, we got to go to Brazil, pick up Brazil, and then we going to pick up China, and then we all finna ride out. Asia going to ride with Europe and Russia. They all cool. So, and then we all meet there.
Things are coming up, and I'm like,
Hell yeah, things coming up. Shit. And then, you know, you look at it like this. Everybody got their own whip. You don't want to stay. You want to dip. You could dip. You got your own whip.
where are you gonna go? Where is there to go?
To hell if you don't pray.
What is the Babylon Project? This is okay. The Great Reset Conspiracy. This is what people are talking about. The World Economic Forum, that Charles Schwab came out with this book that says we're gonna have a great reset by 2030, and we're gonna have to make all these changes.
I keep forgetting to bring that goddamn book.
About Nostradamus.
Yeah, it's everything is in there. Talk about you.
It talks about me. What do you say about me?
Man, you don't even want to know. Just know that like the real ones who fuck with you, they don't believe that bullshit.
Good. You know what? The Great Reset kind of had me for 2021. I was like, yo, maybe.
You think that the pandemic or was the beginning of a great reset?
I think
It
they
could be.
tried. I think they tried to, some opportunists tried to spin it to their advantage.
That's interesting.
I don't think that has to be even a conspiracy. I think that's just people with money see that they can make more money and get more power and they're going to take it.
That's interesting.
Because, let's see, the Great Reset. But here's the thing is Charles Schwab came out with this book. He didn't try to hide anything.
Where's he at now?
Oh, I think he still runs the World Economic Forum. He's super rich.
The Book of Enoch.
Klaus Schwab. Sorry, Klaus Schwab.
What is the Anunnaki? I keep hearing about this shit.
They may have either been like angels or they could have been aliens that came, and supposedly humans were like a slave race initially. And then they talk about how, I believe it's in the Book of Enoch, but don't quote me on that, that they wanted to break free.
Who are the humans?
The Anunnaki wanted to break free. So the group of deities of the Sumerians, Akkadians, Assyrians, Babylonians, the ancient Mesopotamian empires. And so they were their gods, and that kind of got moved into our New Age / biblical mythology. And they could have been this, I want to say like half angel race.
That's interesting. That's crazy. And so, I mean, like, what are some of the things? What's some of the proof that they existed in? Like, what's, you know what I'm saying?
Well, they were worshipped. They were worshipped in ancient Mesopotamia.
How many of them was it? Was it like a gang of them?
I'm not exactly sure. There was a bunch of them. There's pictures that have a lot.
A bunch of pictures of the Anunnaki?
Well, how many gods did they have? I don't know how many gods
Was it
there
like
were.
Eternals?
It might have been like the Eternals.
That's what I think.
A group of deities. The offspring of An and his consort, the Earth Goddess. Sumerian, and now... Okay, so the ancient astronaut theory, and this became popularized with this book called Chariots of the Gods, that they could have been ancient astronauts.
Coming from time travel?
I don't know if it necessarily had to be time travel, because just because we're primitive doesn't mean that other planets are primitive. They could be way ahead of us. And so that kind of got mixed with the giants conspiracy.
What's a giant conspiracy? That's a Nephilim.
Oh yeah, Nephilim, and they saw the women of the earth, and they just
It was like, oh, these
them.
These bitches little as hell. I'm about to tear these bitches down. That's probably what they was thinking. Huh?
Yeah, I'd be like, get away from me. Free.
No, you wouldn't. Them niggas is like 8'2". They'd have scooped you up. They'd have beat up Tony. It's like they'd have been like, Tony'd be like, let her go. They'd be like, shut up. We are Anunnaki, Nephilim. Then what you'd have did?
I would die giving birth to a baby that was that big. Unless the baby came out like this.
What? I never even said nothing about them hitting raw. Oh my God. Now you pregnant. We just fast forwarded a lot. They just wanted your skeleton. They didn't want to. Man, now you'd open up a whole other can of worms. Now you're in a relationship with one of them. He's trying to escape you.
He's trying to escape me?
He's trying to, yeah, because he loves you now. He was just planning on killing you. Now y'all engaged in sexual relations. Now he got to bring you back to your planet. He want to meet your folks.
Make amends with Tony.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro.
Tony, I'm sorry, man. Look, how about this? How about I be her Nephilim, nigga? Hey, you be her human, nigga. We just, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know, man. Tony, who lost an eye, like aiming, he's like, it's okay. And then like y'all live happily ever after. Well, not Tony, because he only got one eye. Every time you look at you got to think about like, where were you guys last night? He's like, me and Nephilim went to movies. He's never seen Friday, so And he'd be like, wow, I'm sitting here without a fucking eye. Every time I blink, I miss a part of the show. And he'd be like, I'm sorry, I know what you want me to do. And it'd be an argument for some time, but then the things will get cool, things will spill over. We don't know what the life expectancy is of the Nephilim because they're pretty big, so he probably fuck around and die. And then he got to have like 40 pallbearers carrying all your friends because he never knew nobody like that. You know what I'm saying? So, it's finally over. And then, yeah, that's it.
Oh, this is
It's a
interesting.
good story. Yeah, talk about Anak.
Because the Anunnaki were the sons of An, so I wonder if if these are related to that.
Wait, they the sons of An. So we knew who their parents was?
Yeah, I'm just reading right here.
So this is like a fact that the Anunnaki were something.
They were worshipped as something.
But what are they? Are they human or not?
We don't know if they actually existed.
What's up with these like half bird things that we keep seeing everywhere?
Where did you see a half bird thing?
Oh, people be in Egypt, it'd be like a half bird, half dog. The head be a dog and shit.
You mean like the Egyptian gods?
Yeah, but
they're Egyptian gods. They're just
so they're gods, so they're not real people. They just like
they could be archetypes. They could be like ideas that represent things of a people. Like this represents love. This represents war. But the head of a jackal. I wouldn't think that they had people with jackal heads back then because we haven't seen people with jackal heads.
What is a jackal?
A jackal.
You said a jackal. Like, what the fuck is a jackal? Was that like some kind of like? Is that where the name Jack come from?
Maybe a jackal.
It's like a dog, right?
Oh, a fucking a coyote.
I don't know. Is it a coyote? Is it the same? Of Africa and Eurasia. Maybe it's a coyote.
I think
It looks like a coyote. It's some kind of dog. Coyote.
But they got a little bitty head. Like the head look devilish. Like anything with a head that little like that, yeah, nah, you can't trust them with a little head. Not with a little head like that. Must be nice to walk in comfortable shoes like that.
Anubis, the god Anubis.
The jackal looks comfortable outside in the wilderness like that. I wish I had some shoes like that. See, who the fuck is that?
That's Anubis. That's the god with the head of a jackal.
Oh, I thought it was a Doberman.
Is that really a jackal head? Is that what they associated it with?
What does it?
It looks more like that. There's this ancient dog.
Oh, there's that Egyptian dog, the pharaoh dog.
Yeah, that's what I think it is. Like a pharaoh pit mixed with some little bit of jackal.
Pharaoh hound. Pharaoh hound. Okay. So that's that Egyptian dog, pharaoh hound.
I like that. That mother kind of sweet. They sell those now, huh? These are new pictures.
Oh yeah, you could probably get one of these. This is a good-looking dog.
Hell yeah.
That dog, yeah, and it has the ears similar, more like this kind of face than a jackal to me. But then there's there's another dog. I think it might be this dog, but it's like black and it kind of grows hair, but it looks kind of strange. It looks like a hairless dog.
It's not a Doberman.
No, it's a pure like fully black dog. I think it looks like a hairless Doberman, but I don't know the name of it. I have to ask my brother what dog that was because it's
a pinscher.
It's an Olderman.
It's an old ass dog.
It's an Olderman.
Pinscher is hard to spell. So is it part of the pinscher family?
I don't think so.
Okay, never mind that. Put that back.
Because it's funny, like you would think a Min Pin and a Doberman are like in the same family, but they're not.
Oh yeah.
They just gave them similar names for whatever reason.
That does look like an Egyptian dog.
Hell yeah, he knows some shit. Them ears.
But that does look like a Doberman or a Min Pin.
Guys, that's a beautiful dog though. Jesus Christ.
Get one.
They kind of red like that.
Yeah, I know, right? What's the temperament on it? They be like, oh, they bite the shit out of kids. You gotta watch that. These dogs be fucking crazy.
Where does it say right here? Maintenance low, activity level high, kid friendly high, ease of training pretty high, health risk low. Looks like a good dog. Pharaoh hound.
Yeah, it sounds good. What's up with all these nipples they're showing on Instagram now? God damn.
What's happening?
Nipples on Instagram. They going crazy.
I didn't know. Whose nipples? Just random
Just
people
like
nipples?
Random, so I was talking to my wife the other day. My algorithm for my Explore page is all like motivational self-help I got friends who all that shit be like porn, right? Mine's not like that. I guess that's not what I key in on. But every now and then, you see a fucking nipple. They got this new trend on Instagram where they like showing nipples like this is me if I let King Charles hit, and they saying they let King Charles hit so they could become queen. So I guess King Charles is single.
No, he's got his queen consort,
Oh,
Camilla. So they were married.
That X word. I don't know how to say that.
Let me see this. That's a very complicated word.
I I ain't even gonna attempt to try to say what that is.
X
But that's the dog.
OLOITZCUI.
damn, this sounds like some shit you do not want at a spelling bee.
TLI.
Still encyclopedia dog. Like fuck, send me home.
Let me pull this dog up. Mexican hairless dog. That sounds like it would be. Oh, that's not as cute as a pharaoh dog.
No.
Oh yeah, like a crackhead. I like, huh? So you saying I stole the lawnmower?
But it's like one of the oldest breeds of dog.
I bet this one's a good looking one, but
Damn, that motherfucker is
He
too
look
handsome.
mean.
But he like, I was born in the darkness. You merely adopted the dark. I was born in it.
they look small.
That motherfucker looks sweet though. I ain't gonna lie. That one.
They kind of remind me of so these dogs in this particular picture remind me of bull terriers.
They look like bull terrier hyenas.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's a very good description of what I'm seeing.
Oh, they're cute. They're cute.
I
Yeah, look at the one got like
say
hair on them. They look kind of
cute.
crazy.
They look like they rip meat off of stuff.
Yeah, they look old. Like this is a very old dog.
Yeah, but
It does look like the pharaoh hound.
But man, I wonder how much that costs. About 10,000. Let's start knowing how much this shit is. That's what I like to do. So
how,
like,
much, how much does it cost to get a dog
how much
like
is that
this?
Egyptian dog? And how much is these? Let's get to the bottom of this shit.
600,
I thought that bad.
That ain't bad at
They
all.
out here,
See?
some people out here have them.
Yeah, let's
never
get
seen
one.
one in person,
Let's
though.
get one for the show. All right, go back.
For real dog price.
Yeah,
I
fair
feel like
dog
this dog gonna be
price.
pretty expensive.
1,200, I say.
15.
Ooh, I
25.
said 15. I mean, I said 12, but it's 15. That ain't bad. 2,500. That ain't bad for a good one. I'll pay 2,500 for the best one, the best one. And what do they do?
But they just be around. They're a dog.
Nah, fuck that. He need to do something.
What do you mean? What do you,
He
what,
need
what do you want him
do
to
you
do?
bark at the door? Do you? You know what I'm saying?
So what
My
does it do?
Frenchie was down there 4 bands. That nigga bark at the door and everything. He's an asshole, which way he should be at $4,000.
Pharaoh hound boxer mix. That might be.
I don't know, goddamn mix, nothing. I want a
Yeah,
Pharaoh
12 to
hound,
15 years. That's pretty
good
good.
and clean. 15 years old. I want him 15 so I can have him for a year, and then I ain't got to worry about him too much longer.
Sight hound and
Sight
scent
hound.
hound.
Who?
Hunting dog. It
Oh,
says
see,
it's-
they hunt.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I like these dogs a lot. They cool with me. You know, that's the dog I like. I like Weinerminers. Can you look up how much those are? Weimariners?
Weimar?
Weimariners or Weinerminers?
Oh.
Wein.
Oh, these guys.
They're like gray. Yeah, they're beautiful.
Oh, that's so cute.
I never knew the name of this dog.
Yeah, they're called a Weimaraner.
500, 1800. Oh.
What's the most
Oh,
expensive
man.
dog? Is it a golden doodle right now? Is that what it is?
I'm
Something
thinking
like
probably
that?
most expensive dog is probably a Tibetan Mastiff.
Tibetan Mastiff.
I could be
This
wrong.
dog
though.
remind me like a slimmer like bloodhound looking, tall bloodhound.
Yeah, that motherfucker looks sweet though. Voila, what'd I say?
Tibetan
Yep.
Mastiff. And
I
a
was.
black,
I love
black
it when I'm
Russian
right
Terrier.
because here go the thing. I don't normally be right on here because Maya's always right a lot, so I like the chance to. Whenever I get my chance to be right, I called it. I said the most expensive dog is a Tibetan Mastiff. Bam, number 1, Tibetan Mastiff. So my job here is done.
Let's see if we can get pictures of these.
Oh, they're huge. Go back. That's one picture I just saw that I want us to see. Go back. Right there. That lady that's standing, that got to be Photoshop. Not that one, but the one next to it.
Damn.
This one?
Yeah.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, I'm good. I don't need an animal in the house that could flip out.
You touching
No.
the ceiling when you get in.
These dogs are huge in a ridiculous way, and they're mean as fuck. They got videos of these Tibetan Mastiffs that's been raised with wolves, and the Tibetan Mastiff takes over the pack. Like it is the leader of the pack of wolves.
I bet it is.
Show it.
By sheer size, probably. Then.
Sheer size, but just aggression is through the roof. And I'm sure, right, just the size of like and the power behind that kind of size. Crazy. I mean, it was like not letting. It was like protecting like the oldest one. It was like the most noble and mean one out of all of them, because it's like domesticated, so it has like values in its little self. But it was fucking holding its own with them wolves.
They're not gonna let us put this on.
Oh yeah,
So because
They're
wolves
making
hunt in
wolves
packs.
look small.
Wolves are
Yeah.
huge.
wolves are dummy huge.
What is going on? What are
Pomeranian
all
and a English bulldog.
Can we get to the?
Oh, you trying to get them wolves?
What does Trump have to do with this? Oh, here we go. People always put all stuff in
Yeah,
there.
look
It's
at
like
those
a
dogs.
compilation video.
Those dogs are ridiculous, and they love being outside too. Shout out to Robert Powell. He got one. I think his dog name was like Bolshoi or something like that. It's like a German dog. Look at that. That's a coyote. I see them all the time.
Here we go.
Might be a wolf.
I said no. I don't think that's a. I don't think that's a coyote. Is it?
I don't know. I just have to see how big it is because wolves they look similar, but the ones are just huge.
Yeah, those probably aren't gray wolves.
When is the mastiff gonna fight the wolves? This is
There.
just some Russian guy yelling at them.
Yeah.
This
Let's get
what
out
they
of
get
here
up
before I find
to.
myself getting pissed.
Tibetan Mastiff.
Can a Tibetan mastiff fight a wolf? Yeah, I mean, if you're out there and you need something to fight a wolf, get this dog.
Yep. So basically, it can, but they don't suggest that you do it like that.
The dog probably don't even live long.
Oh, I can't imagine.
Oh
it
hell
would
no!
be.
They'll catch him in his sleep. Like, remember saw that shit you was barking earlier?
I'm just saying lifespan. The bigger the dog, they usually don't last that long for.
Oh no, I think these dogs last. So look, there's this, and then there's a dog. Ready for this? There's a dog called a Caucasian Shepherd.
There we go. Caucasian Shepherd dog. Oh wow.
Huge.
Man, what the hell?
Yeah, and this is the wolf killer.
They got wolves over there. That's where all the a lot of the fairy tales come from.
But these dogs, you ever seen that movie? Dang, what's the name of that movie? Where it had a dog named Max, and he was like spliced with all these different animals. Damn.
I don't know why that sounds familiar.
Yeah, he was like a Rottweiler mix, but it was like a Tibetan Mastiff dog.
What are some of these other dogs? A black Russian Terrier. What is that? That's number 2. Oh, it's just a regular dog.
Oh no.
This dog?
Yeah, he's pretty chill, but it's the way he looks. He has a very distinct look. It's like a schnauzer poodle.
Yeah, I can't go back from poodle because they have the hair and not the fur. I can't go back to hair or back to fur on a dog.
What you mean? Oh, poodles have hair?
Like human hair. So it just keeps growing. You got to keep it trimmed, but he doesn't shed and he doesn't smell bad.
Hmm.
So that's why a poodle mix is such a good mix. And they get big. You can get a big poodle mix too.
Damn, I didn't know that. But that Caucasian Shepherd, that motherfucker's mean as fuck. Like, do not sleep on this Caucasian Shepherd because they're talking about that and the Tibetan Mastiff being two of the most aggressive style. Well, you know, not the most aggressive because they got another one called damn, there's some dogs out here. I'm a dog lover too, and I'm letting my dog community down, man.
What kind of dog do you have?
I got a Frenchie right now. My dad has a British English bulldog.
So you have the 4th most expensive dog.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Frenchies came up.
Yep. Max $1 million pile. He is a piece of work. He is up for a stud. We got a couple bitches on deck.
You gonna keep the puppies or one of the puppies?
I'm gonna try to keep one of the puppies from East Litter. I'm trying to give me a boy, an heir from East Litter. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how them bitches acting. You just gotta say bitches because they bitches and nobody can say anything to you about it.
You just want to say the word.
No, man, I'm just trying to call them bitches what they is. You
And
know what
you
I'm
just
saying?
can't wait to say that word.
I'm joking, man. I don't call nothing bitches, man. Why y'all making me out to be the bad guy? God named them bitches and named donkeys asses. And it's just, man, there's bitches and asses everywhere. Oh, man. Anyway, y'all. Yeah, man. We just chilling, man. It's just another episode of the CP podcast. Always the questions, never the answers, man. If y'all want to talk more about these conspiracies, if we kind of touched on one, let us know in the Discord or tell me tomorrow on Caffeine. I want to talk to y'all after y'all see this come out. Hit me up on Caffeine tomorrow, and let's talk and discuss what y'all think about this podcast and others. My name is Comedian CP. We have Maya. We have Amir, man. CP Podcast. I'm out of here. Peace.